Well, it's been an active day already on the radar. We've had a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity kind of take off here, especially early on this morning. Now, as we continue our way into the afternoon, we're seeing even more of that thunderstorm activity with even the potential for some strong to severe storms at times. Now, a majority of this rain right now is west of the 11 Alive viewing area. That is as far as the severe storms that we're dealing with. You can see those storms over into portions of Alabama, stretching into Gadsden, Anniston. That's going to be where a majority of those stronger storms are. And then when you move well west into Alabama, we have some of those strong storms as well that are making their way closer on over towards the Coleman area, which is kind of halfway between Huntsville and Birmingham there along the I-65 corridor. So a lot of activity. You know, we picked up a little bit of rainfall already. Looking out at some of our tower cams here across the region, you can see up towards north end of the perimeter by the King and Queen building in Sandy Springs, and up on I-285 and Georgia 400. You can see that they're seeing some cloudy skies, gloomy conditions there. A lot of cloud coverage starting to thicken up across Atlanta itself. And then you see up towards Rome some gloomy skies as well, some stormy looking skies even at times. You see the thunderstorm activity again passing on through the through the region, and you see some of those thunderstorms already impacting parts of our area. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, showing some more stratiform rain up towards portions of Cherokee County, stretching over towards Bartow County and now into Forsyth County. That's going to be where we have a lower chance for strong storms right now. Some of that stratiform rain is really going to help to stop severe weather from being as much of a risk for some of those counties further north of the metro, but we still have a pretty good chance for some of those stronger to severe storms for areas like over towards Carrollton. Now, they had a severe thunderstorm warning a little bit earlier over their way. That storm has now weakened a little bit. Still, though, a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain associated with this storm. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many lightning strikes we've had within the last 15 minutes or so. You see 73 lightning strikes, and that's not really a large area for all that lightning to occur. Let you know that it is a little bit of an issue as far as the lightning is concerned today. When thunder roars, go indoors. Make sure you're being safe out there and practicing lightning safety, and also make sure that you're staying out of any floodwaters that you may encounter. Remember, if there's any floodwaters across the roadway, turn around. Don't try to drive through any flooded areas. So you can see that we have a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain associated with that storm. Nothing severe with it, though. When we look a little bit further down towards the south, we do have another bout of storms that has been a little bit of an issue. This is going to be closer on down towards the Columbus area, just southeast of them. You notice that they have tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. That's where there's a better risk, or a higher risk rather, for severe weather for today. That's where likely a majority of the strong storms for this afternoon are going to be occurring for the state of Georgia. Again, that's south of the 11 Alive viewing area, but we're going to keep a close eye on those too. We do have a tornado watch that is in place. That is in place until 7 o'clock. Let's take a closer look down into our region now that we have that turned on the screen as well. That's that pale yellow color that you're seeing across the region. And again, that's going to be until 7 p.m. That does include, as far as the 11 Alive viewing area is concerned, Troup County, Heard County, and Meriwether County. That's going to be down that I-85 corridor, stretching closer on over towards LaGrange, which is there in Troup County. That's where we've had a lot of severe weather already this year. Hopefully they can make it through this system without any serious storms. But again, they do have that potential for some strong storms down their way as well. That's going to be, again, where we could also have some flooding occur. Now, Heard County not included in the flood watch, but we do have Troup and Meriwether County both included in the flood watch, and you see that it even stretches further down to the south there, including the communities like Thomaston, Macon, and even into portions of southern Georgia. Now, the level 4 risk out of 5 is in place today for areas in southern Troup County, stretching down into the Columbus area. Again, that's going to be where they have a bit of a higher risk for severe weather for today. That's going to be an area that we're watching very closely, but then you see a level 3 out of 5 risk, an enhanced risk for severe weather, stretching into a good portion of our region, still south of the Atlanta metro, and then a level 2 risk for the Atlanta metro, stretching off into far north Georgia, and then a level 1 risk there closer on by the North Carolina border. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the chance for severe weather is going to be a little bit higher for areas down here closer on towards Montgomery, stretching over to the east towards Columbus, and then the risk for severe weather gets lower as you move off to the northeast. It means less storms will likely become severe in that area, are likely to become severe in that area rather. And then also the intensity of those storms may not be as high. So some lower intensity severe storms possible here in far north Georgia, but then again, a little bit more likely for the intensity down here in the area shaded in level 4. That's also where we're seeing some of those tornado warnings right now. Taking a look at our storm threats for today, again, the risk is showing that we have a medium chance for heavy rain here in across the region. We have a medium chance for damaging wind, very low chance for a brief spin-up tornado. That chance for tornadoes is a little bit higher, well down to our south of the 11 Alive viewing area. And then we also have a low risk for some large hail. All things that we're going to be watching throughout the day right here at 11 Alive. And you can also stay updated on this by downloading the 11 Alive app. It's a great thing to have in your back pocket, especially when we have the chance for severe weather. Updates like the one you're seeing right now, you could watch live there from your phone. Right there at the bottom of the screen where you see it says watch live, that's where you would click in order to watch an update just like this. So let's say we ended up having a severe weather event that we had to cut in for on TV, but you lose power. You would have the ability to still get that update right from your phone as long as you still have cell service. You also have the ability to click the radar to get updates on what the rain is doing in your area and also getting a look at future radar right there. And then also seeing that hourly forecast, you see those thunderstorm icons, that's real-time data. As of 1:42 in the afternoon here on Wednesday, you can see that we still have the chance for thunderstorm activity continuing throughout the afternoon. It's not storming in Atlanta right now, but we have the chance for some of those storms, and some of those storms aren't too far away from us at the moment, already impacting other portions of North Georgia, especially getting up towards Cherokee County, over towards Carrollton as well, and west of the Atlanta metro. Yeah, we have some of those storms already on the radar, just not in Atlanta right now. So what's it going to look like this afternoon? Forecast track has been kind of back and forth. This is just one weather model. So this one weather model in the latest update, it seems to be having a tough time initializing what's happening. We always like to say, you know, you want to try to get a better, if you want a good idea of what's happening in the future, have a good idea what's happening now. Now this one weather model, its latest update, is having a tough time trying to show some thunderstorm activity by 3:30 p.m. to our southwest. I think we have some right over us even at 3:30. Some of those storms continue to move through by about 4:30 this afternoon. That could very well still be impacting the Atlanta metro, so be ready for that on your evening commute. And then by the time we get to about 6 p.m., while it's not showing it over us right there, I would not be surprised if we still have some thunderstorm activity. So again, our latest update on forecast track, sometimes these weather models, they flop back and forth with what they're thinking. I think we are still going to be having rain around this time frame, despite the fact that it is trying to show that it would be drier. Now, the good news is we move in through the overnight time frame, rain chances are going to go down tonight. By 7 a.m. tomorrow, we are going to have the chance for a few showers and storms here and there, but forecast track is trying to keep us drier. Thursday as a whole is going to be drier. That's the good news. And then our chance for severe weather is going to be very low. It's going to be a much higher chance for severe weather down to our south. You actually can see some of those storms. This is for Thursday by about noon. Something we're going to keep a close eye on just to make sure they don't impact us too, right, as we head throughout the day there on Thursday. Then we make our way into Friday. It's going to be dry for us. Not expecting any rain here in the 11 Live viewing area on Friday, despite the fact that forecast track tried to show a few isolated showers there, weakening as they headed into our region for the afternoon. We think we stay dry. Now on Saturday, going to be a few more showers and storms back in there, but there's some good news behind all this. We don't want the severe weather, right? But we do want the rain. We are at a deficit for this year as far as rainfall is concerned, but the rain that we're getting today and over the next few days should help fix that. We should start to see that number climb back up and then maybe even be back at a surplus by the time we head into the end of this weekend and into early next week. You can see the rain chances. Again, they're higher for today. We do have a 50% chance for showers and storms, though, also for Thursday. And then we move into Saturday, just a slight chance for rain there. Remember, Friday is going to be dry. And then we move into Sunday and Monday, 40% chances for scattered showers and storms here and there. We'll continue to keep a close eye on that. We talked about being at a deficit. We need the rainfall. Look at the amount of rain that we're expecting over the next 7 days. Anywhere from 2 inches to 4 inches of rain as we head throughout the next week across the 11 Alive viewing area. That is enough rain to really knock out the deficits that we have and push away any of the abnormally dry conditions across the region. We did end up seeing some spots slip into abnormally dry conditions. You see those spots shaded in yellow. That is likely going to change here, though, as we head again throughout this next week. Let's take a look at the 7-day outlook. As we head throughout this next week, again, the best rain chance, that's coming in for today. We move into Thursday, 50% chance for scattered showers and storms, and you see those temperatures each day, above average to around average. That's mid-80s for this time of year, and then you see some spots even rising into the upper 80s by the time we head into Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, we do have the rain chances there as we head throughout the weekend. Thankfully, they are lower for Saturday, but they do pick up a little bit more, especially for Sunday afternoon, and then those lingering rain chances as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Now, you may be wanting an idea on what we're going to get for the day 8 through day 14 time frame. I'm talking about towards the end of the month of June. We're now looking outside of the 7-day forecast. From day 8 through day 14 for the month of June, it is looking like we are going to have around average to below average temperatures. That's going to be lower 80s for this time of year, so don't get too excited about that, but it is going to be at least not too hot out there. Looking at the same time frame there for the end of June, it also looks like above average rainfall, and we need that. So it's good to see that there on the board. Let's take a look at the weekend getaways too. If you're planning a weekend getaway, we talked about the rain chances here in the Atlanta area. Destin looking very stormy, not the best weekend for the Emerald Coast. And then you see there that we are going to be having, for Lake Lanier, that we are going to be having a little bit more sunshine there on Saturday. And then on Sunday, going to have a partly cloudy sky there overhead with a little bit more rain chances likely for Lake Lanier as well. So I'm going to bring back up the radar again, showing some of the shower and thunderstorm activity that we have going on across the region. Again, we're going to continue to be tracking these showers and storms all throughout the day. You see that there's a new severe thunderstorm warning closer on towards Gadsden. Again, that's outside of the 11 Alive viewing area, but we'll keep a close eye on it. So these storms continue to move throughout our region all throughout this afternoon. Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb is going to be in within the next 30 minutes, and he's going to keep everybody updated throughout this afternoon, alongside with meteorologist Melissa Nord, meteorologist Nicole Hartford, and myself. That way everybody can stay informed all throughout the afternoon. And then we also have Bo Beth Yates out there in the Thunder Truck, keeping everybody updated on what we can see across the region and out on the roadways as well. So have a wonderful afternoon, stay weather aware, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive.